Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Neverwinter Nights 2 using the Ravenloft Dreamscape mod. Alright, we are back here in the western Svalish woods. We recently talked to those Vistanis over there and took care of a quest over there in the cemetery back in town. We're finished with all of that now. So the other place we have not been yet is the road to Ravenloft Castle, so we're going to head that way next. This should be fun. Let's go. Damn, look at this spooky ass place. Alright, let's take a look at a map. Alright, so we're down here. Bridge in front of us, and right up here is Castle Ravenloft. Alright, we can't get into the trees or anything over there, so let's proceed down the road. This area looks familiar. I think this is where that initial dream scene was, right here. Yep, I remember those statues. Not seeing anything interesting off of hand, though. Alright, we can't get back there. And can't get back there. Let's proceed up toward the castle. What is this? A pile of boxes or something. There's the castle up there. Nothing here. Can't get into trees. Nothing here. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Is there anything? Nope. No choice but to go right into the castle, it looks like. Spooky ass sound, man. Oh, what does this say? I have a feeling I may not be able to return to town. I should make sure I'm prepared before I enter Castle Ravenloft. Okay, well, let's take a look at our spells. Is this what we want?
Certainly.
Yeah, we should be alright. Yeah, and we're all rested up. Let's go for it.
Me. Come on. Follow
Into the
along.
castle we go. Oh, what the hell? What the? Are you alright? This is Mordenshire. About an hour south of Mordenshire. Don't you guys remember Barovia? We were just there. Barovia? I've never heard of such a place. What the hell? Maybe you dreamed it. Cases of sleepwalking have been recorded in literature. It's been a straight trail, so you could have been asleep since we left Mordenshire. I'm okay, I think. Did I pass out or anything? No. He stumbled along the path and then suddenly began to talk about this Barovia place. I guess it was just a fever vision like Dr. Donaire said. Besides this Barovia thing, he didn't really seem to be ill or injured in any way. But just in case, let's make haste on the road to Heather House. If you're going to fall ill, it would be best to do it where a shelter is available. Okay. Damn, what the hell? We're like getting teleported between two realities or something. Yeah, this is where we ended off when we left Mordenshire. We were heading toward the Heather House. Okay. Oh, what the hell is that? What the? Yes? Didn't you see a woman in red run past incredibly fast? Are you imagining things again? We don't have time for this. We need to get going. What the hell was that? Man, this is some trippiness going on, bro. Alright, let's take a look at a map. Yeah, we're up here. That's the road north back toward Mordenshire. And the road east, I guess we go that way. Not seeing anything in the trees. Can't get over there. What's all this stuff? Oh, there's a wagon or something up ahead. There's some bones or something over there. Let's take a quick look at this. What's this? Nothing interesting here. Can't get any further that way. Alright, let's go back over here. Let's check this wagon out. Anything here? There's a transition to Heather House. Nothing here otherwise. Can't get any further that way. Well, let's go. Heather House grounds. Let's take a look at a map. We're down here in the southeast corner. Heather House itself, and what is this? Mausoleum. Alright. Let's follow the trail, I guess. Can't go anywhere else. Alright, looks like we can go around this thing. Let's take a look at the map. Looks like they probably lead to the same place. Let's go check out this mausoleum. See what's over here. That's probably going to be something interesting. That must be it right there. We can still go that way too. Let's go check this mausoleum real quick. Oh, this looks pretty cool, I gotta say. I like this winter setting here. And it's locked. Let's see if we can get Tara on this thing. Can we pick it possibly? Nope, a specific key is required.
What do you want?
Alright, we can't go any further that way. Well, let's go back toward the house then. Alright, that must be the house right there. Yep. And that probably just circles around back to the beginning, so let's go this way. No other options up here except to go to the door. Let's go check it out. Main floor. Who's this? Sebastian. He just said something. Lord Weathermay and his guests are currently in the study. Please follow me. Alright. Well, we have some locked doors all over the place. Hallway down there. And that door's locked, and another one that's locked. And another one. Wow, look at this long hallway. Let's take a look at a map real quick. Damn, this place is pretty extensive. This way, please. Alright, let's go this way then. Oh, who's that? Oh, there's Lord Weathermay right there. And Dr. Donaire. Ah, it's our guest, finally awake. Dr. Donaire told me you had gotten over your fever and might be visiting today. You're Lord Weathermay? Yes. Please do come by the fire. It wouldn't do for you to be chilled just after your recovery. You've already met Dr. Donaire, and this is my soon-to-be son-in-law, Count Strahd von Zarovich. The young man, returning your gaze, has a dignified, regal look to him. His voice is firm but warm, and his face radiates a sense of serene friendliness. A pleasure. So, tell me, young man, how are you feeling? Much better, thanks for asking. I'm having occasional visions, though. Dr. Donaire said they are an after-effect of the fever and would go away in time. You've had new visions since we spoke at the tavern? Yes, it was so real that I hesitate to call it a vision. It was more like a long dream that I couldn't wake up from. I saw an entire other world. My companions were there with me in this dream, but they seemed like completely different people. It may seem real to you, but I assure you it's not. It's just the remnants of the fever working its way out of your system. You probably just overexerted yourself and triggered a particularly vivid delirium vision. Still, I could mesmerize you, put you in a trance, and see what your unaware self has in its mind, so to speak. Perhaps a vision was its subliminal way of trying to tell you something. Very well. Good. Now watch this pendulum in my hand. Focus your entire consciousness on it, and listen to my voice. Alright. Wow, look at this. Okay, apparently he was successful in mesmerizing us. Wow, is that ever trippy looking. Alright, what is this thing? Portal. A soothing yet authoritative voice reverberates around you in this strange place, seeming to come from everywhere at once. You feel strangely compelled to answer. Where are you? I'm standing or floating. The ground writhes and churns as if it had a life of its own, as if it were breaking free of reality. A portal lies at the end of my path. It calls to me somehow, but it feels uneasy. Don't be afraid. Nothing here can harm you. Step through the portal and tell me what you see. Alright. What do you see? I stand among the glorious dead, I guess. Alright, we're somewhere else now. Got some coffins and stuff up here. What's this? You found something. What is it? I see the fabric of reality tearing itself apart. Interesting. Please move on. Alright. What is this? What do you see now? I'm in a room where the past is sealed. Alright. It's back through here. Can't go back that way. Right, there's something there. And there's an armoire here. What's this? Empty. Man, this is trippy as hell. What is it you find in this place? I find the secret. Continue on, please. Alright. Where are you now? Let's see. I'm in the secret place. Hell, I don't know where the hell I am. Okay. There's another... What lies in this place? I find the answer. Interesting. Now, feel your consciousness take on weight and solidify. It's time to wake up. Find the door out of dreams and return to yourself. Okay. This must be a glimpse of something coming or something. Of the future, possibly. Don't see anything in here. Can we get out this way? Yep. That was an interesting reading. What did all that mean? I have to confess, I'm not sure. Mentalism isn't exactly a science after all. Perhaps the images you saw will take meaning as your memory returns to you. I hope so. It would be nice to get some answers. Doctor, do you think our guest is well enough to do the job? I don't see why not. As long as his companions are around to watch over him, I'm sure the vision episodes will pass in a day or two. The job? Yes. It was the reason I engaged you to come to Mordenshire in the first place. You don't recall? No, I don't remember any of that. I have no idea why I'm here, actually. It's just the remnants of the fever. Nothing to worry about. Your memory will return in a day or two. As I was saying, I was the one who hired you to come to Mordenshire. I needed someone of your talents, and none were available locally. What is it you want me to do? It's really my son-in-law to be. He's purchased an old abandoned mansion nearby. It needs to be refurbished for occupancy, but none of the local workmen are willing to go near that place. Some kind of haunting or phenomenon, or some silly nonsense. I'm sure it's nothing, but just in case it is something, I hired you to investigate, and if necessary, clear out the mansion. I'm willing to pay you 1,000 gold a day plus expenses once this is dealt with. What can you tell me about this place? I'm afraid there's not much to tell. I purchased the deed about a year ago from a family of nobility who'd long since abandoned the mansion and fallen on hard times. I've not been there personally, so I can't really be of much help in this regard. That's Strahd saying that. I suppose I could look into it for you. Excellent. I'm sure you'll be able to clear out all this nonsense up in a short order. Alright, journal update. I met with Lord Weathermay at Heather House. He has revealed why I'm in Wardenshire to begin with. I was also introduced to Weathermay's future son-in-law, a young alchemist by the name of Strahd. As it was the original reason I came to Wardenshire, I've agreed to help Weathermay and Strahd investigate House on Griffin Hill. Okay, so that's how that module ties into this. It may be a good idea to head back to town and ask around about Griffin Hill. Perhaps I can learn something from the more well-informed citizens of Wardenshire. Alright. These guys say anything else?
I greet you, my child.
You've returned. Have you gone to investigate Griffin Hill yet? No? No, I'm not finished with that yet. I'd like to ask some questions instead. By all means, go ahead. Can you tell me about the history of the town? I'm afraid I'm not much for local history. Mayor Baudelaire, though, is something of an amateur historian. You could try asking him if you had any questions. Okay. What can you tell me about the Weathermay family? My ancestors were the first to settle in this area. In the past, the Weathermay family owned virtually all the land of and around Wardenshire. Times have changed, but my family name still carries weight in town. What else does he say? When I came through town on my way to meet you, it seemed to be pretty desolate. In fact, all I saw were a few guards. Is that how things normally are? Why, I'm sure you must be mistaken. The town is always bustling and full to activity. You must have not noticed any of it. Alright, I'll be going.
Is there something you need?
Did these guys say anything? Strahd rebuffs your attempt at conversation with a wave of his hand. His demeanor is mannerly, but you sense something odd hidden behind the dark brown hue of his eyes. Yeah. That guy's a damn vampire. Alright. What do we have over here? Empty stuff. Alright. Yeah, everything's locked. I don't think we're going to be able to get into this stuff. I'm going to take a walk around. If nothing happens, I'm just going to go right back to town. So, we'll see you there. Okay, so here we are back in Wardenshire. I checked out the rest of the Heather House, and there wasn't anything interesting there, so I made my way back here. I did talk to some of these guys over here in the shops and over here at the tavern. They didn't know anything, but it looks like we got to talk to somebody that has some history knowledge, so I think the mayor is probably going to be our best bet next year. So I'm making my way over to his house right now. And let's go see if we can get some information out of this guy. Right, anything new here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, and Dard just said something. Nice place. Alright, let's go talk to the mayor. See if he's got anything new to say. Hello again. Yes he does. Can you tell me anything about the house on Griffin Hill? I haven't heard that name in quite a while. It's an estate south of Wardenshire, and was originally a holiday retreat for a wealthy family from Frosthold to the north. They haven't come around in ages, though. I've heard rumors that the estate had been sold, but I don't know anymore. Do you know how I can get to it? Yes. Take the southern road out of Wardenshire. When you see a large boulder pile, turn due south. It's not a well-marked trail since the estate has been unoccupied for so long. But you'll know you're on the right path when you see a strange-looking blasted tree stump. Thanks. Okay. Well, I guess we have to go back south again. Let's get out of here. Alright, so I guess we might as well go check out and see if there's anything different at the church and the sanitarium. And after that, I think I'm going to do a little bit of shopping. Maybe we can buy a couple things again. If nothing interesting happens between then, I'll just cut all that out. And I think, yeah, we're going to head back down this road south and see if we can find that trail that he's talking about by that big boulder pile. Alright, so we'll see you then. Alright, here we are back in the southern road. I did talk to the rest of the people back in Mordenshire. They didn't have anything new to say. I did do a little bit of shopping though. Ended up getting a cloak of fortification +1 for Dard. That raises his armor class and his saves. They were pretty low. And he did have a ring of protection +1. Since they didn't stack, I gave that ring of protection +1 to Kenneth, so now his armor class is 28. I also bought a couple spells for Dard's spell book. I picked up Summon Creature 4 and Summon Creature 5. I got them just in case. They were pretty cheap, so
Well, now,
what the hell.
what do you
Alright,
want?
so we are back here in the southern road, and apparently we're looking for a rock pile. And sure enough, there's one right there. Let's go investigate. Supposedly that is where the path is to get to Griffin Hill Mansion. This must be it. Yeah, it looks like there is a trail going in here. It looks like a trail to me, at least. Well, let's go investigate. Now there's some kind of tree trunk or tree stump or something. He said it looks like it was blasted or something like that. Oh, there's one right there. Let's go check this out. Okay. I guess that was the right place. It just jumped us to a new location here. And it looks like we're fighting something, a snow leopard. Let's go deal with this thing. Oh, that was pretty simple. Okay, I guess that's the house on Griffin Hill. Let's take a look at a map. We're right here. Yep, that's the house. Well, let's go investigate the perimeter here. It looks like we can walk into the trees here. Anything interesting over here? Oh, there's another damn snow leopard. Let's go get him! Yeah, very little experience points for... Oh, there's another one. Yeah, very little experience points for killing these things.
Let's have at it!
Let's go get him anyways. Alright. Can't get any further that way. Alright, let's check out the back of the house here and see if there's anything interesting over here. There's a well here. Oh, what's that? Some kind of cemetery or something right there. Nothing over here. Let's take a closer look at this. What's this? Oh, damn! Another snow leopard. Alright, got him. Alright, we can't get into that. And nothing else down there. Well, let's go up toward the front door next. Alright, they alluded that this place is haunted or something. Something's obviously in here. So, alright, we are running up on time though, so let's go ahead and do a quick save here.